Hey man, this your boy K Smooth, man, coming to you with another one, Boxing Talk 100. And you already know, man, let's get straight into it, man. We got to talk about a recap, you know what I'm saying? Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas. You know, the fight was, you know what I'm saying? It was last Saturday, you know what I'm saying, August 21st in the T-Mobile building in Las Vegas. Let's talk about it, man. See, I gotta realize, man, you know, you got to appreciate, you know, the boxing association for actually making, you know what I'm saying, the real fight happen. Pacquiao versus Ugas. That's just like, you know what I'm saying, Theo Lopez and Devin Haney. You know, they got the same type of belt in the same division of 135-pound division. They need to fight. So when we get back to Pacquiao and Ugas, you know, it was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, felt like Errol Spence was ducking and dodging, but you got to understand, man, you know, when you have two fighters having the same belt, man, it's only right for them to be able to fight. How can you go and skip and be able to go to another fighter? You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, it was meant for Pacquiao to and Ugas to be able to fight each other. You know, there shouldn't be nobody being mad about it or any else type of discussions. I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? See, Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying? We gotta go to Pacquiao, man, because that's what his ass get. You up there playing and shit, and you could have had an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You could have made the fight with Earl Spence a long time ago, and then you bagged out. So you gotta understand, you know, when we go back to it, people, we gotta understand what happened to Pacquiao. All that bullshit that he was doing, calling out Ron Garcia and calling out these other fighters, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, man, this is not exhibition fights, man. These actual fights in boxing for real, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about just plain ass exhibition fights to where these fighters getting paid. You know, we got to go back to boxing association, you know what I'm saying? The real deal. Belts, you know what I'm saying? Putting belts on the line. We got to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? People, y'all fail to realize, you know what I'm saying? You got to be about the sport, not about, you know what I'm saying, what everybody else is doing. And that's what Pacquiao was doing, man. He was kind of, you know, falling out of his element. You know what I'm saying? And these, you know, the real boxing association is looking at this shit like, this is not exhibition fights, man. We gotta, you know, get to back to what we was doing, putting these belts on the line. And so that's what I mean by, you know what I'm saying, having two WBA championships, Pacquiao and Ugas. You need to fight. Somebody was looking at this shit and studying this shit and looking at, like I said, and make it make sense, man. Don't let it be no foolery out here, you know what I'm saying? Just to, boxing, it started to die. And people, you know what I'm saying, was talking about this shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? So, yeah, man, you know, Pacquiao and Ugas, you know what I'm saying, ended up fighting, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was a 12-round unanimous decision bout, you know what I'm saying? Pacquiao, one thing of Pacquiao, he always gonna make so many excuses, especially when he lose. You know, how many excuses is you gonna make? You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, when he fought Floyd, he was trying to say that he wasn't himself and he was injured, had an injury with his shoulder and shit. Now you lose to Ugas and you saying it's your legs. Man, you just got beat up. Let's just keep it real, man. You just got beat up. Pacquiao's now eliminated. Just keep it real, man. For all the boxing fans around the world, we already know Pacquiao's a legend. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go out as a true Hall of Famer. No question about it. But your time is up, man. Your time is up. But obviously not, because he's talking about returning with the rematch versus Ugas. See, that's that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. It shows that, you know what I'm saying, Pacquiao, he's really chasing Floyd. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. He wants to be the one that, you know, beats Floyd. Right now, he knows if he doesn't get the fight or continue fighting or trying to chase Floyd, that he know his career is really over. And you gotta think about this too, man. Pacquiao going over there to the Philippines and trying to be president and shit. Them people want him over there, man, and to be president. And like he said, you know what I'm saying, you don't make so much money in the boxing association world, you know what I'm saying? just being a boxer, and you know what I'm saying, and you know the long career that you have, you know what I'm saying, the record that you have, man, you know, you don't you know, helped your people out a lot over there in the Philippines by giving back and building and all that shit. But you know, that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you keep losing, you know, you can't continue to boxing, you know what I'm saying? You're old, and you know, sooner or later the body wears down, you know what I'm saying? The body eventually wears down, Manny Pacquiao. So are you sure you want that rematch with Yordenis Ugas? He already talking about it's gonna be different. So I don't know if he's saying that he gonna whoop your ass worser, or, you know, but all I know is he won the first time. You know, and with the style up, you know what I'm saying, the fighting style up, man, it was a good boxing match, you know what I'm saying? Pacquiao, he was just trying to, like I said, find himself. He couldn't really get into Ugas' style, you know what I'm saying? Because Ugas, you know, one thing about it, man, he got some advice from, you know, motherfuckers, you know, that felt like they, you know, could possibly beat Pacquiao. Like him, you know what I'm saying? Him getting pressure from Porter. He's saying that this is your time, you know what I'm saying? Be yourself in boxing, and that's what Ugas did. He went into the ring and he was stiff and he was forward, and you know, he wasn't bagging back from Pacquiao, and you know, he was using a good jab, you know what I'm saying, to keep Pacquiao contained. And like I said, you know, Pacquiao, you know, he made the comments and said that, you know, his legs was not the same. Like, he couldn't box, and, you know, he just wasn't himself, you know what I'm saying, coming to the fight with Ugas. You know, so you gotta pull you gotta pull your hat off for, you know, Yordenis Ugas for retaining that WBA championship belt, the real actual champion, you know. But you know, like I said, you know, we go from here now. We got to move on, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, Pacquiao, he wants that rematch. So if you want that rematch, you know what I'm saying? If I'm Ugas, I ask for at least, you know, 15, 20 million. You worth that now. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know what I'm saying? If you're new to my channel, man, make sure y'all, you know, subscribe to your boy, you know what I'm saying? And leave a comment at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. But yeah, man, you know, shout out to Yordenis Ugas for being the real WBA champion and moving on from Pacquiao. Will we see a rematch? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? The way Pacquiao talking, it don't seem like he trying to leave. Because like I said, he's chasing Floyd, and that's who he really wants to beat. He feels like nobody can beat him, probably Floyd, but himself. Nobody can beat Floyd. But he feels like he's the one because, like I said, Pacquiao is a real people's champion. You know what I'm saying? He has probably more fans than anybody in this motherfucker in boxing association. That's keeping it real. But yeah, man, congratulations to Ugas, you know what I'm saying? What's next for Ugas? We don't know. You know, it was supposed to be in Spence, you know what I'm saying? Spence has an eye injury. We don't know how long that holds because, like, you know, he's been seeing doctor. Everybody thinking it's flu, but, you know, until you're a boxer, you really don't even know what's really going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You really don't really know. But, you know, I wouldn't put it past it. They talking about a rectaria or whatever it's in. I don't know. They talking about that, you know, he don't seeing like 1 or 2 or 3 doctors, and they all telling him the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That you probably gonna most likely have to stop boxing. But, you know, Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying? You know, you know, it's the same thing with Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying? Even though Errol Spence is a champion, you have to let your body heal, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to just go in there and fight motherfuckers and just, you know what I'm saying, you get beat. You're going to get beat. That's the same thing, you know, like with Ugas. Even though Ugas won, they saying that he had a torn bicep with the fight with Pacquiao. He still, you know what I'm saying, took the fight with Pacquiao. So, you know, like I said, man, congratulations to Ugas, man. You know, I can't really say what's going on in boxing. All I can really do is just, you know, tell y'all, you know, I'm seeing just like how y'all seeing, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, there's possibilities for Ugas, you know what I'm saying? We still waiting to see what Keith Thurman gonna do. You know, Keith Thurman, I feel like he's up there with the elite fighters, you know what I'm saying? And even though he lost to Pacquiao, but he's still in a position, you know what I'm saying? Because he's still pretty much on his last straw, even though, you know, it's shown that Pacquiao just fight. Thurman, he needs to fight. You know, what's a good matchup for Thurman? You know what I'm saying? People are talking about, you know, Robert Garcia's boy. I always forget his name, but it's somebody over there. And then, you know what I'm saying, with Boots, you know what I'm saying, Ennis, that'd be a good fight, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? These guys, you know, are still on the rise, like you know, Boots and Robert Garcia's boy over there. You know, looking for a chance to fight Crawford and Spence. I forget his name every goddamn time, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Coming at the bottom, man. Um, but yeah, man. Ugas, you know what I'm saying? He could possibly fight. You know what I'm saying? Thurman. That could be a fight. You know what I'm saying? It could be a fight. Thurman's still waiting. He still has an opportunity. Somebody has to be able to defend a title and give Thurman a shot. You know, even though Pacquiao's his only loss, just the Pacquiao. You know, you still got to give the man a chance to be able to fight as well. You know, could Ugas pick, you know what I'm saying, Thurman as the next fight? He could. You know, one thing, like I said, Ugas, you know, he retained that WBA title belt. He could either give Pacquiao the rematch or fight, move on from Pacquiao, and just be like, nah, or ask Pacquiao for more money. If I'm willing to fight Pacquiao, and especially for a rematch, man, I want $15 to $20 million guaranteed. I don't want nothing less than 10 million. Fuck all that. Cause you just proved yourself that you beat Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? That's good being on your record. But if I'm Ugas, man, I'd really be smart. I don't know if it was, you know, a ordered rematch, but Ugas is the man right now. He should be able to call any shot that he wants to be able to call or move on from Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Because any given day, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, what if Pacquiao would have won that belt? Would he would have gave Ugas a rematch? Ask yourself that, man. Let's just keep it real. I'll be like, fuck that. I'll be like, fuck Manny Pacquiao and move away from Manny Pacquiao and fight somebody, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, it'd be different. You know what I'm saying? At least on my record, I could say that I beat Manny Pacquiao, just like Floyd. Point blank period, man. But yeah, like, you know, what I said, you know what I'm saying, Ugas, you know, he could possibly fight, you know what I'm saying, Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford is fighting, you know, Porter, the winner of that. You know, at least Ugas can wait. You see what I'm saying? He has that WBA championship. At least he can go on vacation and you know what I'm saying, watch them fight and determine what he wanted to be able to do next. You know what I'm saying? Whether he want to fight Crawford or, you know what I'm saying, Porter, the winner of that fight. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Keith Thurman is still right there too. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't see him moving down and fighting, you know, these guys. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, like I said, Ennis is a good fighter. I'm trying to think of the other dude in that Robert Garcia's camp, man. I can't never forget his name, but he's undefeated too. And he's, you know what I'm saying, it's not Mikey Garcia. I just forget his name, man. But yeah, man, you know, these are fights that we got to be able to see. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford and motherfucker Sean Porter is finally happening. You know what I'm saying? That's a dangerous fight. Because, you know what I'm saying, even though Crawford, you know what I'm saying, he holds the IBF championship belt, I believe. The IBF. And you know what I'm saying, he's defending, so he's giving Sean Porter a title match, you know what I'm saying? And you know, Sean Porter has to be able to prove himself and see where he's at, because this as well can be his last straw, you know what I'm saying, being able to compete in, you know, for those championship fights. And a motherfucker like Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, we all know his record. He's undefeated, you know what I'm saying? You know, and Sean Porter, I think he has like 2 losses, you know what I'm saying? So there's a blueprint on how to beat Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, it's really serious, you know what I'm saying? Crawford, he never planned to be able to box, you know what I'm saying, Sean Porter, but you know, the boxing world and everybody, you know what I'm saying, started talking around, you know what I'm saying, Terrence Crawford and pumping his head up. He had no choice but to take this fight, you know what I'm saying? This is his friend. Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter's dad, Kenny, you know what I'm saying, Porter and all of them are cool, you know what I'm saying? I think there was even one point to where Crawford and Sean Porter's dad got into it or something like that. And Sean Porter's dad, Kenny, told like, this boy, he's special. Crawford, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. Maybe they had like a little tussle in a motherfucking alley or something. I don't know, but it was said that something had happened between Kenny Porter and Terrence Crawford, and that's what made Kenny Porter like Terrence Crawford. He's seen something in Terrence Crawford, but all to the side, all that shit, you know what I'm saying, is over with now. We got to see y'all fight. Whether y'all friends or we don't, it don't even matter. Both y'all in the same goddamn division, and it's time to fight, man. You know, and you know, one thing about Showtime Sean Porter, man, Sean is a good fighter, man, and very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come in bigger than Crawford, the bigger 147-pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be like coming in with his head down, and he's going to be ready to brawl with you like a down football player. So it's going to be tough and rugged, and he's going to be trying to bang in there with Terrence Crawford. You know, Terrence Crawford has more of the better, you know what I'm saying, IQ. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make that clear. You know what I'm saying? Way better than Porter. See, Porter is pretty much, like I said, he like to be in those bang sessions and can't catch you. He's the type of motherfucker that'll hit you on top of your head and you won't even know, and you be fucking on the mat. So it's type of shit like that with Porter, you know what I'm saying, that could, you know, going there against Crawford, and you know, the game plan has to be aiming at the body. You got to be able to go to Terrence Crawford's body and break him down. We don't seen this in Porter and what he's capable of doing to his opponents. Now with Crawford, you know what I'm saying, he's, like I said, he's more, his IQ is way better than Sean Porter. He's coming in there slick, and one thing about Floyd teaches you is being sharp. So he's going to come in there and slick, and he's going to come in there sharp, and he's going to come in there moving as a real boxer, trying to score points and break down Sean Porter as well. So, you know, it's going to be a good fight, man. I give it more to Terrence Crawford because he's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be, you know, in this boxing game, you know, you never know who could win and you never know who could lose, but you got to study the fighters. If you know who these fighters are and you know their styles and the way they're going to come in fighting, you got to study the matchups, you know what I'm saying? You got to study these guys and, you know, the way how they fight. You know, so I call it how it is, you know what I'm saying? I see Terrence Crawford coming in here and he's going to dominate. I'm thinking he's going to get at, you know, it could be the seventh round, you know what I'm saying? 6th or 7th or 8th round, I'm calling for a TKO stoppage. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just going to land on Porter more. He's going to hit Porter. One thing about Porter, like I said, he likes to get in bang sessions and he likes to get hit. You know, he likes to get hit, but sometimes when he get hit, he can get his bell ring a little bit too hard, and he knows that. We don't seen it when he fought with Errol Spence. Errol Spence rung his bell and made him have spaghetti legs. I mean, we don't all seen the motherfuckers have spaghetti legs, but I'm just telling you the style and matchup of Crawford and Porter. You know, so one thing I can say about Porter, it's possible that you can go in there and beat Terrence Crawford, but I just don't see it happening, man. I think the referee's going to call it off. It's going to be a TKO stoppage. And, hey, man, I predict, you know what I'm saying? I predict it, you know what I'm saying? If it goes past 10, Sean Porter might have a chance. He might have a chance, but if it don't, Terrence Crawford, like I said, he's going to break him down. And like I said, he's going to beat him to the punch. And he's going to be way more sharper than Sean Porter, excuse me. He's going to be way more sharper than Sean Porter coming into this fight. So, yeah, man, I got Terrence Crawford by TKO stoppage. Ref is going to call it off. He going to beat Sean Porter up. And, you know, they still going to be good friends. You know what I'm saying? It's business. And, you know, we finally going to see Sean Porter be eliminated. Showtime Sean Porter be eliminated. You know what I'm saying? Unless he catches Crawford on the chin or something. You know what I'm saying? It's possible, but I just don't see it. I see Terrence Crawford dominating. All right, man. Let's move on. You know, we've been getting a lot of shit in 135-pound division. Raleigh Romero and versus Devin Haney. That's what they saying. You know, Floyd, he gave it a go for them to be able to fight. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we don't know what's happening. You know, we got an undefeated Raleigh. He I think he's holding the it's some bullshit. He's on the rise. I know that, you know what I'm saying? He has the double. He might have the I don't know, it's one of them belts that Raleigh had, but I think dude is just a clown, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know, man. You know, Bill and Devin, I guess they don't send him a contract to be able to fight, but you know, they saying that he bagged out. We don't know what's going on with, you know, Devin Haney and Raleigh Romero. We don't even know what's going on with Ryan Garcia. We don't know what's going on with Gary Russell. I mean, we in a position to where we still trying to be able to find out who gonna fight who, man. I hope they just get their senses together. You know, like I said, Boxing Association got to get this shit back on track, man, because it's looking like it's foolery, man. You know, look at Oscar, man. He trying to fight Victor Belfort. You know what I'm saying? Victor Belfort ain't no easy, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no easy motherfucker. Even though he come from the UFC, it's just like, you know, him coming from the UFC and being able to fight his first time in boxing gloves, it's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying, for Victor. You know what I'm saying? It ain't UFC, man. This is boxing, so it's by points. It's by a point system, you know what I'm saying? You know, UFC, you know, they go by points too, but you can get knocked out just like that. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is just by skills and being able to have a good IQ. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. And I think, you know, Oscar, like I said, he's still trying to chase Floyd too. You know, all these dudes is chumps, man. You know what I'm saying? Oscar. He even said it. He said, he made a comment and said, I'll take it back. I don't even want to fight Canelo. See, you don't even want to fight your own people. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real, man. Let's see these Mexicans fight each other. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Canelo versus Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, Canelo versus motherfucking David Benavidez. Like, let's put this shit on the show, man. You know, everybody want to fight the niggas because they know that the niggas run this shit in boxing. Let's just keep it real. I've been on said this already. If y'all going, like I said, go and watch some of my videos. I talk about a lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's different, man. We ain't talking about no fucking just exhibition. This shit got to get back on track. There's belts involved in this boxing association business. You know, motherfuckers like Floyd is saying, you know, I mean, Floyd is exhibition, but he's pretty much got his say so too. He can pretty much say and talk to the, you know, the most high elites, you know, the motherfuckers that's running in boxing. He can pretty much say that I want such and such to fight each other, or I want this to happen, or, you know what I'm saying? Floyd got his foot in the door as well to be able to say in what commands that he want in boxing. Y'all got to be shitting me if y'all don't think he don't. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it real, man. Floyd, he's still the man, obviously. A lot of people don't want to hear that. That's the reason why. But Floyd is still the man. Floyd is still the fucking man. Everybody chasing Floyd. My only thing is I hope Floyd don't get too greedy and actually, you know, I would like to see him come back. Yeah, but I don't want to see him get too greedy. You know what I'm saying? You already got, you know, all the fight. It makes sense. You retire, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got your Money Mayweather brand going, everything, you know what I'm saying? You on top. You know, you got Leonard Ellaby and everybody by your side. It's one of the biggest brands, you know what I'm saying? Money Mayweather in the Boxing Association. You got your own shit, you know what I'm saying? And you putting motherfuckers on, like, you know, you got the money team, you put Tank on. You know, you had Devin Haney, but Devin Haney, I don't know. You had him. You know, for a minute, you know what I'm saying, Devin Haney was fucking with Floyd. He was fucking with Floyd, I'm trying to tell y'all, but it's just business, man. When you can see that you can be your own boss, then why not? Haney Promotions, that's what he did. He didn't want to be under the Mayweather promotion. Tank was smart like that too, because Tank is big now. You know what I'm saying? He has it to where He has a lot of money. You know, he has the jets and the cars and the mansions. He no longer need to listen to Floyd. I mean, yeah, it was great advice and everything, but how long is you gonna be under the money team? You can start your own shit now. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Tank Davis. That's all I'm saying. You know, but like I said, man, there's a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, boxing that we still need to be able to see. I guess we just gonna be surprised with it, you know what I'm saying? And that's usually how they do shit. But yeah, let's move on, man. You know, Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, you know what I'm saying? Comment at the bottom, man. Let me know what y'all think about that fight. I think, you know, like I said, it's different in from boxing to UFC. Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? Him and Logan Paul, you know, coming from Disney and all that shit. Don't forget, man, they from Ohio. They from the hood still. These ain't just no typical white boys, you know what I'm saying? Those scrawny, just simple ass, punk ass white boys. These boys is from Ohio. You know, a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? That state of Ohio, a lot of shit goes down. You know what I'm saying? You know, these boys is from Ohio. Y'all thinking that they, you know, soft and shit, but you know, I give it to Jake Paul. At least he's 3-0 in trying to make a boxing, you know what I'm saying, come up in boxing. That could be anybody. That could be me, you, anybody that's trying to come on the rise and box, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating on him, you know what I'm saying? I favor him, you know, versus Tyron Woodley, you know what I'm saying? Because I just think that, you know, it's different. Like I said, this ain't no boxing. With boxing gloves, it's gonna be a little bit more heavier in trying to score points. I know I'm a motherfucking boxer. I'll do this, you know what I'm saying? If anybody calls me out in the boxing gloves, I'm gonna come see you. So just know that. I don't talk about this shit, I do this shit. For real, for real. I'm telling you. But yeah, you know, with Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he's gonna be the better boxer coming in this fight. And Tyron Woodley, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be trying to figure it out. And by that, Jake Paul, he's going to land on him just like something like what he did with Nate Robinson. He hit him with, you know, a straight right. And right on the chin of Nate Robinson, y'all seen him went straight on the ground. You know, face forward, laid down. And I think he's just going to break Tyron Woodley like that. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Tyron Woodley is, you know what I'm saying, he's very athletic himself and an ex-champion of the UFC. So he's been a champion. He knows what it takes to win. But like I said, it's different. UFC and boxing is different. I think UFC, their gloves is like, I don't even know, but I know UFC patent and their you know, their gloves is smaller than, you know, boxing gloves. You know, boxing, you gotta wrap, you know, UFC, you gotta wrap your shit too, but they have just a simple glove that you can put on. You know, with boxing, you putting on a big ass glove, you know what I'm saying, and you tying that motherfucker up, and it's heavy. It could be from 12 to 16 pounds. I think with the UFC gloves, it's only like 6 to 8 pounds. It's something like that. So it's small, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the exact measurements, you know, how much they weigh in the UFC, but I know boxing, you know what I'm saying, it's 12 ounces to 8, you know what I'm saying? It's 8 to 12 ounces, you know what I'm saying? But art can go to 16, you know, for the heavyweights. But yeah, it's way different, man. Like I said, it's way different. I just think Tyron Woodley, he gonna know how to throw the jab and shit. But like I said, Jake is too comfortable. He already know what he got to do. He knocking motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? He done been in that gym. He putting in that work. That's something that you got to give to Jake, man. He putting in that fucking work, man. And don't get me wrong, to Woodley's team, they also putting in that work. Now, you have to, you know what I'm saying? The whole motherfucking world is entertained to seeing this fight happen. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Woodley fans and there's a lot of Jake Paul fans. But like I said, you know, from me, I got the call it, and then I'm going for Jake. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be an 8-round title matchup. You know what I'm saying? 8 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna end in the 3rd round. I think it's gonna be too much pressure. Tyron Woodley, like I said, boxing is different. You can't just expect somebody. Yeah, these trainers gonna tell you got a jab, but how is you really gonna move and jab? You got to really, you know, crunch your jab in and try to break bone. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jay gonna try to do. You know, he's gonna try to come in there, you know, monstrous and try to knock you out like a white boy. He gonna try to come in there and knock you out. So he kind of got boxing skills, and then he kind of got that white boy type of fight to where it's brawling. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to come in there and KO your ass. So you got to get ready, Tyron Woodley. I think Tyron, like I said, he's just gonna come in there. He's gonna be loose. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Nate Robinson is. Like what actual trainer? I hope the right trainers is showing Tyron Woodley how to throw these motherfucking punches, so he won't go in there and get set up by Jake. But yeah, man, that's one to look forward to, man. You know what I'm saying? Tyrone Woodley versus Jake Paul. It's gonna be a anticipated exhibition matchup. You know, people gonna be drawn to see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be good for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot of Jake Paul fans and there's a lot of Tyrone Woodley fans. So why not make the fight? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is an opportunity for either fighter to be able to come up in the boxing world, you know what I'm saying, and really, switch over, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I mean, especially for Tyron Woodley from UFC switching over to boxing and making a career, it'd be something big for Tyron, especially if you beat, you know what I'm saying, Jake Paul. Or, is you just gonna beat him one time, you know what I'm saying, and call it quits because, the shit that he does, talking shit and all that shit. Yeah, man, but yeah, man, this fight is gonna be serious, man, and supposedly the loser has to get a tattoo. I don't know exactly what Jake Paul says, but I think he said that I don't know. It's something. It's gonna be something crazy, if whoever loses got to get a tattoo of their name and say they're the greatest or something. Yeah, it's something, but we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? Comment at the bottom, y'all. Let me know who y'all going for. You know what I'm saying? I got Jake Paul in that fight, man. I got Jake Paul. And yeah, we just got breaking news on Jamal Charlo, man. Him, I guess he was at a strip club or something and had some type of confrontation with a stripper. And I don't know if he hit her and then took the money or just took the money or whatever he did. He might have put hands on her and then took the money, but it's not looking good. It's gonna be a setback, you know what I'm saying, for Jamal Charlo, you know what I'm saying, and his camp and all that, you know what I'm saying? And it showed that he got locked up, he was in jail and all that bullshit, and you got your mug shot. It's looking bad right now, man. People, one thing about people, they gossip, man, and the bad gossipers are always gonna put salt upon your name. So it looks bad right now, man. That's something that you just gotta bounce back from, man. And we all of us in this world, we ain't perfect. We all gonna fuck up and do something in life, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna either put us back, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a learning lesson, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to learn from it, because you can't keep doing the same shit, man, because especially being a boxer, man, and all that shit, man, people can press charges on you and all that shit, taking you to court and, suing you for your money. And it's just a whole lot of shit, man. It could be something small, it can turn out big. You know what I'm saying? So Jamal Charlo, man, you got to get your shit right, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to see you, come back and being able to dominate in boxing, focus back on boxing, man. Yeah, let's move on, man. Heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Hey, man, I've been already said it, man. I ain't too much gonna get on the this topic, you know what I'm saying, because I'm gonna just keep it short, sweet, and simple, you know what I'm saying. I feel like Fury's gonna beat Deontay Wilder again. Deontay Wilder, he's gonna be trying to fight, you know what I'm saying, Fury. But Fury, he can box, you know what I'm saying. This ain't just your typical motherfucker that you think just gonna knock out. That's what everybody thinking, that Deontay just gonna knock him out. We don't seen, the first fight, happen to where it was a slug and it was a draw. And then they gave the second fight to Fury. You know what I'm saying? They gave the second fight to Fury. Deontay, we ain't going to talk about no excuses because, he lost. He pretty much lost, and that's what we just going to put on it. You know what I'm saying? But, Deontay was making a lot of excuses, talking about his costume, you know what I'm saying, made him tired and all this shit, you know what I'm saying, and all this shit. And when you watch that fight, it was a good dominating fight by Fury. He beat, Deontay up and was going to the body, and he showed that he was a bulldozer, you know what I'm saying, running over Deontay Wilder. Will it be the same in this third fight? We gonna see, because Tyson said I'm gonna be much bigger coming into this fight. Like he's gonna be a big ass slugger. trying to break, Wilder down. Wilder, yeah, he's definitely gonna be much faster, but we don't seen it. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Tyson Fury, he can take those body punches. You know what I'm saying? And he's good, being able to box, straightforward in the ring and standing in the ring if he has to. But he has you got to ask the question, who has the better jab? Does Tyson have a better jab than Deontay? Deontay, don't get me wrong, he has a good ass jab too, but Tyson has a good ass jab also, man. It's gonna be a tough fight, man. And the reason why I give it to Tyson Fury, because he already beat him in the first fight. I mean, it would have been, in the second one. They fought twice and he beat him once, and they gave the first fight a draw. That should have been Deontay Wilder's fight, but, they pretty much fucked him. It should be 1-1, but I got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I see one win for Tyson, and it's a draw. And now they having a third fight. So, is Wilder gonna overcome and win versus Fury? We want to know this. We don't know. Boxing Talk 100. We don't know what's gonna go on in this third fight. But I'm picking Fury, man. I'm picking Fury, man. I don't think these people gonna let Fury lose, man. This is, what I'm saying, and Fury, he's undefeated. He ain't lost a fight yet. So a motherfucker that has an O ain't trying to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? And look at Wilder. There's a blueprint on how to beat him. So, with much confidence as, I would have, especially with Tyson Fury, I'd be like, man, we got to go in there and beat his ass again. That's just me. You beat him once. Why not? You can beat him again. But anything in boxing can happen. Who I want to win? I want, Deontay Wilder to win. Don't get me wrong. I want Deontay Wilder to go in there and knock out Fury, but I just don't see it happening, man. I think it's gonna be a slugfest. You know what I'm saying? They both gonna be getting off they punches. It just depends on who gets caught with the jab the more and who outworks, their opponent. And I've seen with Fury, he's good. He can outwork, he has good head movement, good foot movement, you know what I'm saying? Great body movement, a great jab. Even, even Deontay, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way with Deontay. We just gonna see who gets caught with that jab more. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna come down to. It's that's what it's gonna come down to, I think. And I think that Fury's gonna beat Wilder for the second time in the third fight. So, like I said, it was a draw the first fight, you know what I'm saying? Tyson won the second fight, and then now there's gonna be a third fight, and I think Tyson's gonna beat him again. So that's just what I think. That's my opinion. Y'all comment at the bottom and let me know what y'all think about this fight coming up. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We gotta there's this, like I said, that's boxing for you, man. And we just waiting to see what happens, man. There's a lot of fighters, like I said, we got to be able to see. We still got to hear about Shakur Stevenson. He's fighting, I forgot dude's name, but he's the champion as well. You know what I'm saying? He still got to fight him. So, we got to see a lot of fighters, man. We got to see a lot of fighting going on, man. A lot of fighting going on. So, yeah, YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to figure out this dude's name, man. I forgot his name. But yeah, man, I'm going to figure out his name right now, and I'll let y'all know. Robert Garcia. But yeah, man, even when I see, what they doing in Robert Garcia's camp, and Mikey Garcia and all them, they're good fighters over there. And I like, they're very disciplined over there, especially with Mikey Garcia and his brother, Mikey Garcia. Yeah, with the Garcias over there, they're very disciplined, man. And like I said, one thing about it, it's just with Mikey's brother, you know what I'm saying? Robert. I just feel like sometimes he's biased, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a lot of African Americans credit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like That's just like with Ugas. You know, I did say Ugas was African American. If y'all really know and study the germ and the physics of, you know what I'm saying, the DNA, he's part African, man. All y'all got to do is go look it up. Of course, we know he's from Cuba. Of course, we know he's from Cuba, but he still got African American in his DNA, and that ain't gonna change. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Plain and simple. Y'all need to go study. If y'all knew better, y'all should know better. We know he's Cuban, but he got that African DNA in him. Don't forget. So, yeah, a nigga beat Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to admit that. You know, everybody, Dominican, the Republic, that's part of African DNA. Puerto Ricans is part of African DNA. Cuban is Cubans. All that shit over there, man. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. You know, I study this shit, so I know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Yordenis Ugas from Cuba for beating Manny Pacquiao. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go find this motherfucker. Who I was talking about. Virgil Ortiz. That's who I was talking about. That's who, man, I could not think of his name. Virgil Ortiz. You know, he's a good fighter, man. We can be able to see him fight Terrence Crawford, or, you know, he wants a Spence, but I just don't feel like it's his time now, man. He's not at the elite top yet. He's like in the middle, you know. He's in there with the motherfucking Ennis. Make that fight. Virgil Ortiz versus, you know what I'm saying, Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Boots. You know what I'm saying? Make that fight happen and see who's on the verge of rising. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was talking about on Virgil Ortiz. You know, one thing about Robert, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they Mexican Latinos over there, man. Hey, I'm not mad at y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all always gonna be, you know, destined to be first, you know, especially Robert. He gonna call it how he see it. Like I said, I just don't feel like he ever gives African Americans, you know, any credit. You know what I'm saying? He feel like, you know, they all can be beat. Let's just keep it real. Some of Floyd faults, he probably feel like he lost. You know what I'm saying? But they always gonna feel like that. You know what I'm saying? He always gonna feel like that. Robert Garcia, just stick to training, you know what I'm saying, and making sure you deal with Mikey, making sure Mikey don't lose anymore. That's what you need to be focusing on. Focusing on, you know what I'm saying, Virgil Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? These are your fighters that you need to make sure don't lose. You know, and it's plain and simple. You know, and like I said, everybody gonna have opinion, but I don't watch too many of Robert Garcia's interviews. You know what I'm saying? And he always talks about every African American either lost or it's a draw. Oh yeah, I feel like it was a draw or they lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm gonna speak on about Robert Garcia. I was even recently in his comments not too long ago. I was saying, put up your car. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, you know what I'm saying, Virgil can beat anyone, Crawford or Spence, put up your car. And he gonna respond to me, why would you put up your car, bet your car? This is a betting game. You bet in boxing, you bet it with whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to see what you was on. You know, if you really about that shit and bagging it up, if you really about that shit, bet. Because I know Crawford and Spence can beat the shit out of Virgil Ortiz. Easy work. You know, make them fight. Make Virgil Ortiz and Mikey Garcia fight. How about that? See what I'm saying? But y'all ain't gonna do that though. Y'all don't want to hear that shit. I know y'all don't motherfucking want to hear that shit. But yeah, man, you know, and I'm not hating on the Garcias. I like Virgil Ortiz. He's undefeated, you know, on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on fighting, you know what I'm saying? Not the elite fight. I don't think you ready for the Keith Thurmans and the Crawfords and, you know what I'm saying, the you know what I'm saying, Earl Spence's. Go fight Sean Porter or go fight motherfucking somebody that's, you know, in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Go fight those type of elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that don't have belts. You know what I'm saying? Fight those type of fighters. You know, like I said, there's a lot of fighters on the rise, you know. He could fight. Hey, Virgil Ortiz can fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. He's a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? And he's on the rise. He's making a name for himself. And of course, he wants belts. You know, I'm not gonna take that away from him. But I think it's too early. You get in there with these lines right now, they're gonna tear your head off. You know, and that's just what I think. But yeah, man, let's get back to Errol Spence, man. You know, I hope you know what I'm saying, he's recovering. And like I said, a lot of people think it's fake, but hey, you got to go. If you really think it's fake, go talk to his doctors. That's all you got to do. The shit must be real. If he went to one doctor and then two doctors and they tell him the same thing, and he goes to a third doctor and they say, hey, man, this shit is looking pretty bad. And Errol Spence is still risking trying to box. You know what I'm saying? But it could be his career. You know what I'm saying? This is a decision that he has to be able to make. But, you know, healing is everything, man. Like I said, you got to be able to let your shit heal. You know, but yeah, man, this what we doing, man. We getting this boxing shit out the way, man, because I know a lot of people been wanting to hear from me, man. What's been going on with you, know? Hey, at the end of the day, life don't stay still. Life goes on, man, and you know, I like to make videos here and there, you know what I'm saying, to put them out there, you know. I like to let y'all know what's going on with the boxing world, because a lot of this shit is fluke right now. Like I said, man, we pretty much just got to wait and see what happens with these matchups. You know, we got to see what happens with Terrence Crawford and Porter. That's next, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. We got to see what happens with Theo Lopez and Cambosa. That's going to be a fight that we need to be able to see, determine if Devin Haney will fight either one of those guys. You know, shout out to my boy Red. He got my Cambosa Jr. beating Theo Lopez. And I wouldn't be put it past it, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Theo Lopez, he been doing a lot of janky shit too. Stalling and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? This boy Cambosa Jr., he ready to fight. And you got to go to his backyard. I think you got to go over there and fight where he's from. So Theo Lopez got to be, that's something, you know, you have to be able to focus on. A lot of people been asking and you know, asking about his whereabouts. And, you know, that's just like Devin Haney and his dad. They've been like, where the fuck have Theo been? We want a response from Theo, you know. He's been doing, like, you know, commercials and been getting deals and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he's handling business at the same time. You know, you got to focus on one person, and that's in front of you, and that's in Cambosa Jr. It's pretty much simple. So, yeah, man, I hope Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying, him still being the real WBC title champion. There's two out there. Like I said, that's just like Pacquiao and Ugas. Make the motherfuckers fight. We want to be able to see this. We don't know how long the Boxing Association is going to keep, bullshitting with these motherfuckers and these fighters. Even with Rolly Romero, he has a belt. I think he has he has one of them UFC. It ain't the main UFC, but it's the next available title to get you a shot at the WBC title belt, which Devin Haney and Theo holds it. And Raleigh, he's not going to fight Theo, you know what I'm saying, because they're like friends. He can't call out Theo, but it's like his homie. So he's going to be able to call out the next available person, that's Devin Haney, which you have backed out. They saying that you don't even want to fight. They have sent you contracts and everything over, and you still fail to respond. Or now you saying that you want like $6 to $8 million. You know what I'm saying? You're pricing yourself because you ain't never made that much in your life. You know what I'm saying? If anything, Devin and Theo should be getting that type of money, but not you. Shit, no, not even Ryan Garcia. And the only reason why Ryan Garcia might get that much money because he's under Oscar. You know, they gonna treat him. You know, that's one of Oscar's best fighters. You know what I'm saying? Is fucking Ryan Garcia, and they gonna try to protect him as much as they can. They gonna protect the shit out of Ryan Garcia. They know if Ryan go in there and fight Tank gonna beat his ass. If Ryan goes in there and fight Devin, he knows how Devin's style is. Devin already beat him in the amateurs more majority of the times than Ryan beat Devin. They don't beat each other, but Devin has more of the more wins, and it's shown and it's proven on video. What videos does Ryan have to prove that he beat Devin? All right, wait, y'all show me. But Devin has a video showing that he beat Ryan's ass. So that, like I said, I go back to Ron Garcia. That's a fight that he gonna think about staying away from. Cause if not, he would have been already took the fight. Let's just keep it real. He would have been already took that fight with Devin Haney and not stalling the way how he's stalling right now. But like I said, Oscar and all them motherfucking over there, Golden Boy, they saying, nah, we don't want you to fight Devin or Tank or anybody yet. Eventually, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, come to your nuts, man, and put on your war boots, and you know what I'm saying, and fight these motherfuckers at Ryan Garcia. For all the boxing fans and for all the fans that like Ryan Garcia, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. This motherfucker, he going to have to come in and fight. You can't run for so long. That's what he doing. See, a lot of y'all that don't understand boxing thinking that Tank and Devin and all these motherfuckers is running like it's their fault. But trust me, man, this Ryan bitch made Garcia. He's the one that's doing all the running. And he talking about how he's going through all these crazy withdrawals and shit, and you know what I'm saying, motherfucker, you already know. You had that's just with Fortuna. I felt like Fortuna would have whooped you, but you were smart and you backed out of that fight. And look who took the fight with Fortuna, Jojo Diaz. And look where it got Jojo Diaz past Fortuna. And then now look what kind of position Jojo Diaz is in. We could see Tank and Jojo Diaz, or we could see Tank and Keith Thurman. There's hypes about that. Or we could see Tank and who knows, Theo. We could see Tank and Theo Lopez. Tank, he's in a position to where he could fight anybody. He's in a good position himself. We just waiting on to see who gonna sign these contracts and who's willing to fight. So there's a lot of shit that we got to be able to see, man. And we just have to just find out, man. But I feel like with Tank, man, I feel like nobody fucking with Tank right now. Nobody. It could be Theo, it could be Keith, it could be JoJo. He's gonna take, if they have, even though Keith don't have belts, but Theo and JoJo got a belt, so he can damn sure take them fights up with them. Or he could fight a Gary Russell Jr., you know what I'm saying? Gary Russell Jr. is still waiting. We don't know what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he got a fight coming up, but we just got to be able to see and just wait to see who he fight. You know what I'm saying? But he still got a belt. Gary Russell, he wants rematches with Lomachenko. He feels like that's the only fight that he really wants. You know what I'm saying? He wants to redeem himself from that loss. But Gary Russell Jr., he respects Jojo Diaz. He's saying, even though he beat Jojo Diaz, he's saying that Jojo Diaz he feels like he's one of the elite fighters over Devin, over Ron Garcia, over Theo. He feels like he's better than all them motherfuckers. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see how tough Jojo Diaz is. And he's, like I said, he's in a position to where he's in a damn good position. Maybe Jojo Diaz versus Ron Garcia will happen. We'll see, because like I said, Devin supposed to be in line. He's supposed to be really defending that belt. These motherfuckers supposed to be signing the contracts versus Devin, but they don't want no smoke with Devin. Or else we'll see, like I said, we would have been already seen Ryan. We would have been already seen Theo. These motherfuckers got the same WBC title belts. We should have been already seeing that fight really happen. But see, like I said, they opened the doors up for Jojo Diaz. Now he can fight whoever. So that's what's going on in boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Jojo Diaz, man. He beat Fortuna. Fortuna got eliminated. That put him in the fucking run, you know what I'm saying, to be able to fight with the elites, the top elite champions, you know what I'm saying? Jojo Diaz's name is in there. Yeah, so pick up for, you know what I'm saying, Jojo Diaz. He's on the rise, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's a fighter that you cannot sleep on. Let's keep it real. Jojo Diaz, it's a fighter you cannot sleep on. But with Jojo Diaz, he has to be mindful. He has to be able to pick wise and choosily who he wants to fight. Whether you defend your belt against Tank, you got to understand, Tank is a hard hitter. He might want to be able to take that belt. If you fight a motherfucking like Devin, or Theo, them might be your routes. Or you could give, Ron Garcia a title shot. Because that puts, like I said, he's the man. Jojo Diaz is the man right now. You know what I'm saying? So, who is he going to want to fight? Is he going to be Ron or is he going to be Devin? or could it be anybody else? You know what I'm saying? Y'all coming at the bottom, man. And like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all show some love, man. Even if y'all don't fuck with me, it don't even matter, man. I'm just trying to put this content out here for my boxing fans, you know, so they can understand what's going on in boxing. And me talk about some of y'all favorite boxers, you know what I'm saying, in this boxing association. Yeah, man, but you know, I will have more coming for y'all, man. You know, more videos, man. I just wanted to do a recap on Pacquiao versus Ugas, man. And like I said, man, you know, Pacquiao, man, like I said, man, he still want that rematch, man. I'm tired of seeing Pacquiao. Honestly, I think he should just go on to the Philippines and go ahead and be president, man. You know? And it's like, you know, Floyd knows that what Pacquiao's trying to do. He knows that. But I'm pretty sure Floyd was also happy when Pacquiao lost. But it's devastating to hear, you know, when Pacquiao, you know, he's saying that, oh, he wants the rematch, because that just lets me know that they're going to give the next fight to Pacquiao and eventually move on past Ugas. That's how I feel. I'll say this right now for all the boxing fans. This was what's going to happen. Y'all gonna look at this video and be like, damn, dude was telling the truth. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna come back. I'm telling you how they're gonna fuck Ugas. They're gonna give that motherfucking belt. If there is a rematch, they're gonna give that motherfucking belt to Pacquiao. Watch what I tell y'all. Because like I said, he's a boxing fan favorite, and these motherfuckers still you know what I'm saying, love Pacquiao. The only thing with Pacquiao coming into that fight with Ugas, he slept on Ugas. You see what I'm saying? He slept on Ugas. He slept right past Ugas, looked right past him. He looked right past Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't focusing because his mind was on Spence and all this shit that he thought Spence was doing, you know what I'm saying, with the eye injury, faking and whatever y'all want to call it. Whatever the people want to call it out there, that's what Pacquiao was thinking that Spence was doing. But little that people know, the real boxing association put this shit back together in order. Two WBA title holders need to fight it out to see who's the real title champion, and Ugas won. Plain and simple. To all my boxing fans around the world, there's no excuses, man. Don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying, have any type of excuses and feel bad for Pacquiao, because he did this to himself. He could have fought Earl Spence for all them belts when he was when he wasn't playing and when he was the WBA champion, and had to motherfucking give up his belts. He had to vacate. Pacquiao had to vacate because he was bullshitting and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, when the Boxing Association came back together and put it all in order, it was left with Pacquiao and Ugas because they had the same belts. It's plain and simple. But it was different. Like I said, if you go back to the beginning when Pacquiao and Spencer was supposed to fight, Pacquiao was supposed to take that fight with Spence, and he didn't do it. He backed out of the fight because he was scared of Spence. And then he got his thoughts together, like, man, I gotta fight these motherfuckers no matter what. And then look what it led him to, Ugas and Pacquiao, all because of what he did. You know what I'm saying? He vacated that WBA belt, and then Ugas had the belt, so they gave it to Ugas, and it was like, fuck it, since y'all are playing this shit, we gonna make both of y'all motherfuckers fight, and that's what it came down to. So you cannot be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? 2 WBA belts. Somebody had to be the real WBA champion. You can't be, see, Pacquiao, he just think that he better than anybody and that he could just skip a fight and fight Earl Spence, or just he just felt like he could just skip and fight whoever the fuck he wants. But it just don't go like that, Manny Pacquiao. That's what your punk ass get. I'm glad that Manny Pacquiao lost. I don't give a fuck when nobody say, y'all can blow the video up or whatever y'all want to say. That's what he get for playing. Trying to be able to call out Ron Garcia and just playing and all this bullshit. Look what led up to you losing. That shit led up to you losing to Yordenis Ugas, and it is what it is. That's what your punk ass get. Manny Pacquiao has been eliminated. So yeah, like I said, if I am Ugas and Manny Pacquiao is talking about the rematch, yeah, I want to get paid. Pay me 15 to 20 million. You got to pay me to be able to take a rematch with you, Pacquiao. Because like I said, I know the people are gonna give Pacquiao the win, and then in the second fight, they gonna give him the win. I'm telling y'all, this how this shit gonna go. Because like I said, Floyd, if Floyd is really smart, do not never ever come back in boxing association. Don't take no You can take the exhibition fights, but don't compete for the belts. That's what That's what Manny Pacquiao. He want to be able to get past Crawford or Porter, and to be able to just say to call out Floyd again. Like it's just gonna be good or something, like because you beat these guys. But that's how the game is. That's just like what I go back to Oscar. Oscar's such a pussy, man. I don't like nothing over there in Golden Boy what they doing. Especially, what I'm saying, the comment that he just made. He had, like I said, I go back to it. He had some beef with Canelo. He was saying that he wanted to fight Canelo, but then now he bagged out and said that, you know what, Canelo, I changed my mind. I'm only focusing on Floyd Mayweather, and this is what he said. Felix Trinidad. I swear to God, that's what he said. I looked at that shit and I said, man, I hope this dude, Victor Belfort, beat his motherfucking ass. I hope he smash him into the ring, man. Cause he chasing Floyd too. All these motherfuckers are chasing Floyd. They know Floyd is the motherfucking GOAT of this shit. How can you beat a motherfucker that's undefeated? How can you beat a motherfucker that knows boxing and whooped everybody in the boxing sport? How can you beat him? Now all these motherfuckers that on lost and shit, they feeling just type of way, boy, like they just want to murder Floyd. Oscar and motherfucking Pacquiao. Them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. And like I said, Floyd, he don't beat both of them. He has both of them on his record. He beat Pacquiao. He beat Oscar. If I'm Floyd, what do I need to fight y'all for again? I keep bragging and rubbing that shit in y'all faces. You know what I'm saying? And keep getting money wherever I'm getting money at if I'm Floyd. Man, shout out to Floyd, man. I love Floyd. And I don't give a fuck when nobody said, I don't want Floyd to come back and lose against these chumps. You already beat him. You should have beat him the first time. That should have been what it was. Let's keep it real. So if I'm bogus for that or whatever, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. I don't care what none of y'all say, because I'm just keeping it real. Y'all want to see Floyd lose. I don't want to see Floyd lose. Y'all want to see Floyd lose. Is it safe to say this? If I do see Floyd fight, I don't want to see him fight Pacquiao or motherfucking Oscar. Like I said, at least fight, what would interest me if you fight a motherfucker like Keith Thurman right now. If Floyd came back, you fought a Keith Thurman, or if you fought, even though you just fought Logan Paul, and I feel like he beat the shit out of Logan Paul. He fucked Logan Paul up. Logan Paul, he was landing and shit, but he couldn't really want to do what he wanted to do with Floyd, and he knows that. That's a big ass heavyweight fighting a 147 pounder. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put 2 and 2 together, man. Come on now. That's a little welterweight fighting the heavyweight. And look how he punished the heavyweight. You got to give Floyd some credit just for even taking that fight. But hey, it's a smart fight for Floyd too. Money talks. And these is YouTubers and TV stars that made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So why not take up on the fight? You know what I'm saying? Floyd he's not, competing for championship belts or anything. He've already done that. He's his own boss. That's what people need to understand. He don't need to compete for the IBF or the WBO or the WBA or the WBC title belts. He already crushed all that shit. He's past all that. So Floyd gets the ultimate pass to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. You see what I'm saying? That's why he is the motherfucking GOAT. He is number one. That's why people can't stand him. That's why people don't like him. That's why people want to be able to see Floyd get beat, because he's still on top. It's plain and simple, man. It's plain and simple, man. But yeah, man, this your boy K Smooth, man, with another video, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I decided to just, do this video. And you know, like I said, I ain't did it in a while, and I just want to put something out there for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to put it out there for y'all, but yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoy my video. Shout out to all the real ones, you know what I'm saying? All the other YouTubers that's entertaining boxing and doing videos, you know what I'm saying? Boxing Talk 100. This your boy K Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Dante's Boxing Nation, you know what I'm saying? Your boy True Blood Boxing Sports, you know what I'm saying? Conversation, all that, man. All y'all, you know what I'm saying? I get all my, content from y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some of y'all motherfuckers be watching me. But I like to just put my own, shit on it, you know what I'm saying? And how I feel, what's going on. And like I said, everybody to each his own gonna have a different opinion. This is my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, once again, this is my opinion. I'm speaking for how I speak. I don't speak for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can leave a comment at the bottom and let me know what y'all think, man. But, man, like I said, man, I'm going to leave off with this, and I hope y'all enjoy my video, man. And like I said, subscribe to your boy, man. Gone.